Hey guys, Mission Prepared here again. Well, I'm waiting to pick up my daughter from school again. Fortunately, I ain't got work today, so I figured I'd make a quick video for y'all right now. But first of all, I want to start off by saying thank you to my new subscriber. Sorry I didn't catch your name. Somebody just subscribed either this morning or over last night. I don't know. But thank you. I'm up to 87 now. I guess we'll just slowly keep ticking away at it. But the reason for today's video is I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the food situation, guys. And a reason why you guys need to get stocked up on whatever you can find now. A lot of people I see are taking this as a joke. You know, they walk into the grocery store, they're like, well, you know, there's plenty of stuff here. I don't see a shortage happening. I don't see what's going on. What you guys fail to realize is, well, maybe not all of you, but some of you maybe. I don't know. Maybe all you guys know what the hell is going on. But when you walk into the store and you see the shit that's on the shelves today, all that was from last year. All the food you see on the store shelves, the jars of pasta sauce or whatever, it's all from the warehouse from last year, the year prior. Now, as we go into 2023, you guys got to realize that, the crop yield this year in 2022 wasn't very good. Droughts all over the country, mass crops dying off, a lot of cows slaughtered, the bird flu thing, a lot of chickens and turkeys and whatnot, they were culled. So as we go into 2023, guys, you're not going to see the food, that you think you're going to see. So you guys really need to have a backup plan. You guys got to remember, if you're a meat eater, like I am, beef, steak, whatever, the stuff that our food eats isn't going to have food. As you guys know, I'm a truck driver. I drive to Fair Oaks, Indiana daily and pick up a load of milk from dairy barns, and I bring it back north to be processed. Well, one thing I can tell you for sure is they did a couple cuttings this year. They cut real early. They took down their crop real early, all their feed corn and everything else, because they didn't have a big enough supply or whatnot. And sorry guys, I got some weird people next to me. Anyway, they didn't have enough feed, so they had to do an early cut. What is that going to mean for next year? I don't know. If we're still going through this drought in summer of 23, it's going to be extremely hard. It's going to be hard right now. They're expecting, the government and everybody else, they're calling for, worldwide famine. There's already people starving in other countries just because there's not enough food. And they're expecting the famine in 2023 to hit the U.S. pretty hard. There's either going to be a massive food shortage, or the prices are going to be so high most people can't afford it anyway. There's going to be a lot of people starving. You need to learn how to fish. You need to learn how to hunt. And, no, I'm going to leave that out. I ain't going to tell you all that because I might get in trouble. Let's just say if it's not hunting season, but y'all have no food, do what you got to do. But learn how to hunt. Learn how to trap. Learn how to fish. Get your dry beans and rice. I can't beat that dead horse enough. Dry beans and rice will keep you alive. It's your staples pretty much. Your calories and your proteins, and yeah, it's gonna get old after a while, guys. That's why I advocate for getting some seasoning packs. You walk into Walmart or something and you go down their seasoning aisle and there's just an ass ton of seasonings, like stroganoff or burrito seasoning or taco seasoning, whatever, brown gravies, etc. Country style gravy, whatever. You get some of those, you stock up on a shit ton of those packages, guys, and when you mix them in with your beans and rice and your canned ham or whatever, it's gonna take away from the monotony of eating just beans and rice. You know what I mean? It's gonna change the flavor. Granted, it's still gonna be the same old shit, but whatever, you won't be starving. You know what I mean? So do what you gotta do, guys. The train strikes, they keep putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. So right now the trains are running, but that could come to an abrupt stop anytime. So don't count your chickens before they hatch, guys. Like I said, just because you can walk into a store today and see food on the shelves, don't let that take away from the fact that this year's crop was the worst it's been in forever. Don't take away from the fact that hundreds of thousands of head of cattle had died from the heat. They've been slaughtered. They've been traded, sold, whatever the case may be, because farmers out in California and wherever the drought areas were, they couldn't feed their cattle. They couldn't water their cattle. They sold them off. They killed them. They did whatever. Turned them into burger. There's going to be a massive shortage, guys. Don't have this normalcy biased. And that's basically what it is. And this is why I hate making these videos, day after day after day after day, preaching the same shit, because every time one of my videos comes out, you guys are going to be like, it's just same old shit. Why even watch it? You know what I mean? Normalcy biased. So when you walk into the store today and you see food, you're going to be like, well, that guy's just talking shit. Well, I mean, you guys can think whatever you want, but come next year, when people are starving, food prices are through the roof, you're going to see what I'm talking about. The famine is coming. There's going to be a lot of people starving. They're expecting up to, last I heard, like 3 million people dying from starvation. Stuff like that, just because we're not going to have the food, guys. And scientific studies have already shown that the way the world is growing right now, even if we were at full tilt, if there was no droughts, there was plenty of head of cattle, etc., at the way the world is growing, we still would not have enough food. Even if food production was at its highest, still would not have enough food. Be able to produce enough food to feed everybody on this earth. Other countries are already starving. It's only a matter of time before it hits here, and they're expecting it mid next year. It's going to be rough. So you guys got a little time, but I would definitely suggest stocking up, doing whatever you guys can. Don't let this normalcy bias set in, guys. You need to pay attention day after day. If you walk into the store today and say the pasta section is just loaded, but you walk in there tomorrow, there's only a couple things. You walk in there next week, there's still only a couple things. Well, that should tell you something. And I can tell you firsthand. I can walk into a store right now, and there's going to be some bare shelves. There's going to be a bunch of empty spots. You're going to be like, looking at these shelves like, what the hell's going on here? Why isn't this full? You guys, stuff is running out. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's time to get stocked up. So, these train strikes on the verge of taking place, just because they put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And just because you can walk into a store today and see food doesn't mean it's not going to be out tomorrow. So with that being said, you guys, try not to get the normalcy bias going on in your heads, and whatever the case may be. Just try to stock up. Make sure you guys, got a year's worth of food put away. Make sure you guys, got these cheap little UV lights that you can get from Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, whatever you guys got. Your hardware stores. You can get these screw-in. They look like a normal light bulb, but they're UV. If you put a couple of those over, indoor garden plants, they'll grow. UV light is UV light. I don't care what form it's in. UV light is UV light. You can grow crops. I've done it. And I'm fixing to start doing it again. And I suggest you guys do the same. Maybe get a dehydrator, dehydrate them, can them, pressure can them, whatever. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts for the day. So, y'all stay safe out there. Get stocked up. With that being said, unless I come across some more interesting information, I'll make another video later. Anyway, you guys stay safe out there. Keep your heads on a swivel. Michigan Prepared out.